We'll see what these players think is like the best card in the current meta, because both of these like players in both teams are really flexible. See what they think is good right now. We'll see what they pick on this Demon Dice.
Alrighty, back to Demon Dice. We've just seen this map on our screens as well. The feature, of course, is the 2 rings that you need to bring down with 2 hits, respective hits. Only then it is open. What are we seeing? Estelle and oops, that came in quick and fast. Aimi seems to be Aimi seems to be a very frequent option for the players. And realistically, Atlas, Aimi, and Zentaro, this is the very same team that we have seen just in the previous round.
It's not exactly the same. It was Immaculator with Nitron, so it was Juliet. Yeah, I mean, they said the same character. Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely a meta, and the players, I don't think bringing up any surprises necessarily, although I say that.
Twin Drive definitely explains the Atlas pick here. We see it on everyone except for Connax, who's preferring to go bulk up. I don't blame him, given that, you know, both teams are really kill heavy. So that additional stagger and that additional like knock power and damage is really important. And we see our first kill already.
Oh, that is quick, yeah, and that's what we've seen in the previous game as well, and that is tons of kills, and holy moly, the first goal did not wait for too long. Aimi enjoyers, and well, that's not Aimi scoring, but team edge released.
One thing I want to point out, Connax and Kitsune has been a forward duo for a very long time. I think that there's like one of the best and most coordinated duo EO has to offer at all. I want to like notice how well they're all coordinating together, even with Alex. They like use all 3 players will use skins in like sequence to just knock some people off.
You see that first kill comes in courtesy of Aimi enjoyers, but it's the pressure. Net open first for Aimi enjoyers as well. But it's them pushing yet again. Second one for Kitsune, and the pressure just piles on up.
Yeah, great primary from Kitsune, anticipating the pass down from LaYFire to try to save the core.
And once again, starting up strong. Aimi enjoyers just trying to build themselves up a good, solid lead. Will they be the ones? Once again, you can see the pressure, bam, knocked down straight off the map. Those sides are incredibly dangerous, and poor TSL are finding it hard to even get anything going in the attack. Do they need to rethink their strategy? Nope, there's Connax. That's a double KO, and for a second, 1 versus 3, somehow TSL are still surviving.
Yeah, from experience, I can say it's like really hard to play versus Aimi enjoyers. Like you miss that 1 centimeter and instantly like there's 3 people throwing all their spells at you, and 1 second later you're just dead.
But
like you have to be really you have to be aware of everything at all times, or you're just gonna be dead like 5 seconds later.
I would say, let's see how open is not going to be. What, as you're seeing, TSL is still down a striker, and it's just building up slow. Pretty sure Aimi enjoyers are just gonna try and do 1, 2, 3, try to utilize everybody on the field. They're still in the lead, and bam!
That's
far
a great
left
secondary.
Corner. And look at that, it's a hat trick. Kitsune is pushing on forward, bringing Aimi enjoyers to that first win.
Yeah, Kitsune actually doing a great job. That's the thing you can do on Aimi. You can use secondary and strike just after landing, which confuses opponents a lot of the time. It's like a really strong thing to know how to do on Aimi. So for priority, yeah, I imagine build different is really important here. It's good on Aimi, so it's a denial from the other Aimi as well. We see specialized training for Atlas, which is really interesting in my opinion. It increases the heal, I believe, and that's the only thing it does. Which I do think is a smart choice, given, you know, like this game is going to be really kill heavy. Like both of these teams will focus KOing each other. We've seen Aimi enjoyers do much better job than TSL at that.
Oh,
so
yes.
Getting even more of an edge in that game was like really important. Both teams.
Already, that's the first hit already, and yeah, it seems like the players, case in point, prioritizing hits, prioritizing kills, and I'm pretty sure we look at the scoreboard and we look at KO counters. We don't have the streaks because everybody's killing everybody, but we are seeing that the kills are tremendous. A little bit open in the net. Connax not in time to make it for the first shot, and for the first time in the series, TSL get themselves a score.
Yeah, they managed to catch Alex off guard and kill him, and then capitalize on that and get the goal. That's good awareness, good execution. Good stuff to see from them, especially after they lost the first set so badly. managed to quickly get 2 of the barriers. The question is if they can close this out. They're quite low on stagger.
To make it tough in the end, both gates open. LaYFire is forced to play defensively 2 versus 1, and I'm pretty sure this was in favor of Aimi and Jors. They go all the way back now, slowly making their way forward. Kitsune, Connax, trying to push as much as they can. You can see those passes working out pretty well, setting up secondary shots and long ranges just to keep the ball moving. Core flip! The far left corner this time does not make into a goal, and I think TSL slowly are whittling down their opposition.
Yeah, like definitely. Like I've seen Alex Uljas heal whole Kitsune's HP bar. It's actually pretty insane what specialized training Atlas can do with the heal. I don't know still how good it is, but apparently it's preferable for him. And I definitely like Alex is one of like I would say Alex is one of the smartest players in EO in terms of how he plays. He's also like an Overwatch pro at the same time. So, like, if I see Alex do something, I like 100% trust him. That's like the best thing ever.
And you could see all those follow-ups. You build up a chain of abilities to make sure that every single answer from your opponent already immediately gets preceded or rather followed up by something that you've already thrown on the field. And that's a tying score from Aimi and Jors. And you could see their pressure was just building up. Something had to pop at the very least, and that exactly it did. So, with a tie, TSL still showing that they have a hand to play with and that they're not going to be out just yet. But boy, is it tough to play versus Aimi and Jors.
It is. Like, also with Alex on the goalie, Alex is not going to get cheesed in any way. I actually like really enjoy playing versus Alex because he removes all the bad habits I have. Like, if I do anything wrong, if I give him any opportunity to defend, he just will. Like, to get through Alex, you really have to you can't just chase him, you know. You have to do like some real. You have to give him no options. You have to take away everything from him.
And that's Kitsune on point once again. Just again, pressure staying there among all of the TSL players and knowing exactly where to push forward and make that pressure. A little bit of a delay start on the core, but eventually you could see the damage is coming on through. I don't think Tempax is going to be alive for much longer, but still staying, trying to be the nuisance, trying to remove Alex, trying to force that mistake. Pays for a dear life, and just for a second to look, there were nobody on the field. Aimi and Jors on top of TSL. Now need to find their own opening. They're only behind 1 hit, but make that 2 hits. Gates are open, and 3 on 3. TSL can finally show it. More pressure,
They can finish it off. Like, even with an open goal, no barriers left. There's still Alex there.
And like they need wider than he actually is with all of his abilities.
Yeah, like they can't force a mistake out of him. Like, he very rarely does any mistakes. They need to just play super well and just, you know, give him no options to defend. Just, you know, just throwing the core forward won't do the job.
Alrighty, there's the core flip just as potentially as a last resort. He's being pressured very heavily, and there it is. The tying goal just again felt like as if it was a long time coming, as the ball or the core was not being released in any way every single time. Response from TSL, one after the other. Gentlemen and ladies, we're adding another minute on the clock.
Yeah, I think it will be like it's really important for TSL to get the goal now. So, you know, they're not 2-0 down in sets, they're at the tie instead. They have some problems surviving right now, but hopefully they can survive long enough and figure it out. Like, they definitely managed to keep enough pressure last round to get the core through Alex. We can see if they can, like, save themselves and stall long enough in this one.
Let's see whether Kitsune can once again bring Aimi and Jors in. Wow. Speak of the devil. Speak of the absolute devil. Kitsune has scored all the goals, I swear. It's just Kitsune's name over and over and over again when Aimi and Jors are scoring. That is a set point.
Yeah, Kitsune is actually playing insanely well. Like, Kitsune is a really good player at scoring. We can definitely see that here. Fire Up is a new training. It's like I'm not that knowledgeable how the top teams judge the new trainings yet. So to see which trains they'll be prioritizing is it's like very interesting to me. And we can see Alex taking the fire up and Kitsune taking the Egoist. Egoist is like a really fun training. It gives some energy when you spend it, but its most important feature is that when you hit full energy, so you get the blue bar, for like 7 or 8 seconds, I believe, you get like a huge boost of speed. Like I've seen goalies take it, and then like when they got full energy, they instantly run out of the goal because they're just so fast. So if we see Kitsune zoom, like, start zooming really hard, that's probably because Egoist started to pop off.
All right, well, we'll see also how... Well, first and foremost, we're going to see a goal in. I think there's no prizes of guessing who exactly is scoring this one. Kitsune, once again, pushing it through the bottom corner. Again, play on the walls is important. It gives you an opportunity to just keep on pressuring the ball. You basically get an extra hit in your favor as you're running those bounces and running those rebounds. So once again, the score opening for Aimi and Joris, and they would love to close this whole series right here in this set.
Yeah, we've also seen Alex take the fired up training, which when you spend your energy for a core flip, it gives energy to your other team members and also speeds them up, which is actually going to synergize well with Kitsune's Egoist, right? Because he can give energy to Kitsune. Oh, we can see the Egoist popping off on Kitsune. Had to spend the core flip to survive. But without, like, they managed to get 1 kill, so they're just taking the barriers from the pressure they have. And we can see the other Evade Awakening popping out. Alex used his core flip, so all of Aimi's enjoyers were sped up, and also both forwards got some energy. So we can see Kitsune is already close again to having the core flip and getting the Egoist zoomies again.
Yeah, and it felt like it was a game of mobility. TSL was just locked and unable to follow the core that often, all the while Aimi Joris always around, always ready to get the core, keep it on moving, and make TSL guessing. And so this positional and fast play was exactly what Aimi Joris have been planning for. They executed it perfectly. Now they only need to close this one down, and the next round is theirs.
Yeah, we can see they without enemy goalie. They have a really good opportunity to close this game right now. Like, they are seed 4 in this tournament, but they're definitely arguably one of the best, if not the single best team EU has to offer. I mean, like, TSL is a really good team, you know, like that's, you know, like, it's important to say that, but just Aimi and Joyers are so good. And we can just witness that.
Look at that, the pressure. Oh, Kitsune and Connax together were not able to pull it on through. Tempax tries everything that he can, but those players are dropping left and right. Those strikers. Tempax forced to jump yet again. That's on cooldown. Watch that. No more sudden changes of positioning. Strong core flip for Surgetale with Alex. Who else but Alex? Strong in the net. That Atlas has been on point. And a little bit more pressure. Kitsune is back. A 3-on-3. A full-on performance, but Tempax is just working Connax left and right. You could see constantly pushing. Oh, on the core, on the goal. That's a GG.
Yeah, and Connax beautifully finishes out with his ultimate. Yeah, like, you could see like how just good Aimi enjoyers are. They were constantly getting chaos. They were constantly dodging enemy abilities. They were constantly defending in player deficit, and they were just putting so much pressure on the enemy team. And like also playing so well together, you know, like you could see just how much synergy they have. Yeah, we definitely can notice Kitsune's 7+1 goals instantly. We've highlighted during the game. Kitsune was doing a great job scoring. We can also see like it's 16 KOs to 4, right? They're just, you know, they're just a game above with KOs, and that's how like a lot of high like tournament level games play out, you know.